be a jack of all trades and a master of one.
And to all those fellas out there that were just too cool to wave their arms in the Pretty Visitors chorus, this one's for your girlfriend. Lady!
I'm going up, feel the heat, down that pine and move those feet. Scream the words, scream them loud. Say you're free and say you're proud. No time to waste, live life now. Feels electric in this town, I just got paid. Pints on me, gotta catch a night link B for 3. Shut up, move those feet. Move those feet. Move those feet. Gotta catch a night link B for 3. Shut up. Move those feet. Move those feet. Move those feet. Gotta catch a night link B for 3.
What's up? I'm James Shannon.
I'm Noremac.
And this is our interview with Hot EIRE Balloon. Much love.
You just couldn't have come up with like a group name or something like that, because this video title's going to be like really long.
Yeah.
And the thumbnail's going to have really tiny text. We definitely didn't try to do this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And fucking the camera cut out.
My name is James Shannon. I'm a rapper, producer and a singer from Dublin. And I recently put out my debut album. And yeah, I've been making music for 5 years, still going. So stay tuned for more stuff.
We just shot the interview with Mac Rhymes that afternoon, and then we got the bus up to you, and it was our first time using the camera, and we hadn't checked the card in it, and it turned out the card in it only had 16 gigabytes. So basically we did whatever we did with Mac, like 2 hours, and then we got to yours, and it was like we could literally record for, I think it was 5 minutes, and it was that, and like it took us like 40-50 minutes to get out there, and oh man, I felt so guilty.
Oh no, it was all good. Good interview. Good interview. It was a good warm up.
Music's kind of changed a bit since then. I don't know what you call what you doing there. Back then the most recent single was Last Bus.
What's the crack? Nothing much when you've missed the last bus. Last bus. Yeah, listen. What's the crack? Nothing much when you've missed the last bus. Last bus.
Last bus, yeah. And the night before, the morning after.
And since then, you two have started working together. So Noremac, I wasn't familiar with like any of your stuff together until you guys like did like the Workman show together and stuff like that. And we're starting to do like music. So how did you two come together?
I was only getting into music at the time. This is like early 2019, I want to say. I had basically just decided I didn't want to play basketball anymore and that I'd prefer to rap. But I was in England at the time. So me and this guy called Kidzor, his name's Chris from Clondalkin, that's where I'm from. We basically just started talking back and forth because I knew he produced, and then just one day I just said, would he be willing to make me a beat or two? So, because I've been writing to YouTube beats for like close to 6 months before that, and I was like, okay, I think I'm about ready.
Was this like the type beats?
Yeah.
And would you do that thing where you'd look up an artist and be like,
oh, absolutely. Jesus Christ.
And did you ever do that thing where you took someone's type beat and just didn't pay for it?
Oh, no, God, no. We pay for
way back.
We pay for every beat we've ever used.
So,
absolutely, and they're all legit WAV files. But no, we absolutely have.
Oh yeah.
But
we're good. You know what I mean? Like we're not.
Yeah, but so we started talking over the phone about like what type of beats I wanted. It was really cool. It was actually pretty fun to kind of go through it bit by bit by bit. He sent them off to me, and it was a 4-song EP that's still on my Spotify. But it was like the first ever thing I've ever recorded. And one song that we have on it together is Kosher.
Had to put a foot down. Running was the start. I recorded that in P-Town. Wonder what I'll do now. Quite the ways to go till I'm running fucking D-Town. Coming with a new sound. Fresh feeling mind, and that shit is only new now. Yeah, that shit is only new now.
Because I remember like I was, you know, doing my thing for a long time, and I hadn't really done many features. Like, I remember you texted me
out the blue.
Yeah, and he was just like trying to do a track, and I was like, yeah, of course. And we hadn't met each other. Like I didn't know each other at all. Like we didn't meet for another like few months after that song was made. Like I literally just recorded the verse at home and sent it over, and it came out. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'd say one of our best ones.
Talking to myself with the pen and pad in hand. Wonder where I'm headed, but the devil has a plan. Rolling up a rollie, trying to keep myself calm. Stressing to the max, but I say that I'll be grand.
The chemistry was there early.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in the sense of we obviously worked well together. It was very simple, like just ask him for a verse and then just a day or two later we got it. James just took it seriously and like wrote the rap and sent it.
Like,
whereas like other lads will leave it to the long finger and it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's like if you're not completely in it, I don't even know if I'd want you on it.
I've definitely been like, I've taken time with tracks and like verses and that as well. But I feel like there's a difference between just like, not really, like there's no communication there and it's just like, yeah, eventually. And then there's a communication there where like, oh, I'm working on this thing, like, I'm trying to get an idea for this, like, and really, thinking about it, like, there's putting thought into it and then there's just like not really caring in the last minute, just like throwing it together and, giving it over. But like, I feel like definitely with that one, like, it was kind of a, we're just gonna go for it, like, it was,
because
well coordinated. Like,
I was still very new to music as well, so I didn't understand, like, I don't even know what word he'd use, but like,
because James has been doing it for like a few years now. I mean, I don't know, like how far back does your music even go? Because I remember from the last time we were doing this, you used to have a stage name called Slim Jim.
Oh no.
The society we're in is run by money and hate. No support, nobody wants to see no one do great. How am I to succeed with all the shit on my plate? See, most of these people fucking hate and then they tell me to have faith.
I did not know.
It was like a different style of rapping.
Fuck.
Yeah, because of course in your new music you're also doing like quite a bit of singing and stuff like that, which you maybe weren't doing like 2 years ago. You're also producing a bit yourself, aren't you? I don't know if you were doing that like...
Well, the last time now I was, but I was very, very, very new to production. Like, the stuff I was doing was very, I don't know, I'd like to say, like, because I was new to it, like, looking back, I'd wish I'd had the discipline almost, like, to kind of put more time into learning. Like, at that time I was just like, oh, I can do this now, like, I can actually make beats, so I was just doing it and whatever, like, so looking back, like, the standard of them, they're not like up to what I'd like to think I can do now, kind of thing.
The trap that we're caught and the battle that we've fought, and after all that we've been through, the human mind is fucking rotten. Trying to empty the poison through every lyric that I'm jotting. I'm looking at the times and I'm like, man, what is it?
Nowadays, like, I love to just produce, all my tracks, like, from the ground stage, like, up to the final mix and master, like, as well as, like, work with other people. But yeah, definitely very new to production. Like, it's something I do want to further and would want to, produce for other people as well. You know what I mean?
You do have a lot of your old music like still up.
Yeah. I look around this place, I see a world full of pain. Yeah, cycle of sadness, just struggling through all this rain. Yeah, struggling through the days, with no sense made of this face. Yeah, no sense made of this hate, as we just struggle to raise, struggle to rise from the low.
And that's just not the way with like a lot of like performers and stuff like that. They can get kind of like precious about their old stuff, or like, I don't know, perfectionist about their new stuff. So then like they're like, I don't want people to see the old stuff. So is there a decent amount of deleted old stuff?
Oh, there's so much deleted old stuff. Like before like I had stuff on Spotify, like, there's like loads of stuff from like YouTube and SoundCloud and all this, like, and I used to make songs and like put them on CDs and sell them in school and all this, like,
They don't buy them?
Yeah,
Fucking hell, that's cool.
Like,
but like you're actually like ripping it onto CDs, because that sounds like something that like people would do. Well, I suppose like a few years ago, but was it just like Maxell CDs or something like that? You just ripped it
and I print the cover out, like, and it was just,
you print the cover. Did you like draw it or something like that? Did you have like a picture of you, or what was it?
Like, I'd like make it on the computer, and like, it'd be really simple because I wouldn't want to be using like mountains of ink, like, do you know what I mean? So one of them was just like a title looking, like, tried to make it look like real minimalist or something, like, just print it out on like white paper and put it in, sell it around like a $5 a pop, like, do you know what I mean?
That is fucking cool though, just to have like just even that tiniest like connection to like selling CDs, because you do see that like a fair bit. Like, there really isn't that much of a need to do it
for physical stuff. Like, I rather like physical stuff. Like,
yeah,
the biggest goal for us, like, would have like a vinyl. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, I love a vinyl.
You know, and it's not even that, like, hard. Like, you can do it, but it's just about, like, are people gonna buy this thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a huge commitment for people there. You know?
Yeah, because it is kind of cool, but there is still like that love there like for it? Because you do see like some Irish rappers they'll sell their album on like a CD, but sometimes it could just be like a Max L CD in a sleeve with a picture. But they like CDs. They want to sell it. They still have that like attachment.
We need to take a stand. Wish we knew a life where things could seem a little lighter. We're trying every day, but things just don't seem to get brighter. Yo, for easier days, man, there's such an appeal in a time and a place where things are feeling so real. Yo, we need to write it out, but time is going so slow.
It's kind of funny though that we're doing this here now, because recently you two did kind of like a piss take of this because you did the Guinness video.
Stop asking questions. I'm doing the interviewing here. So we made the weekend. Don't fucking touch me. Okay.
When I saw it, I was actually really glad that you'd done it in that way, and where it was just like Guinness, just that small little difference. Because there was this one Irish rapper, I can't remember which one it was.
J-Ronic.
Yes!
Yeah.
J-Ronic
That's where I got it from.
Made a
That's
Genius
where I
video,
got it
and
from.
he made a new channel called Genius, and it was like so great, and I was like kind of admiring, because he even went to the stage where if you clicked on the About section of the channel, he'd cut and pasted the About section from Genius, and I'm like, who's gonna fucking take the time and care to do this? Yeah, but also, is like the Genius like style of video like really that easy to like mimic, because it just looked exactly the same.
Green screen. Just a green screen and some stools. I'm going up. Move those feet. I forget the words. I'm going up. Feel the heat. Down that point and move those feet. Scream the words. Scream them loud. Say it free. Say it proud. The skits are so much fun.
Yeah.
The skits are so much fun because it usually is. There's very little setup. It's just bring a proper to, and then we just mess around with that green screen.
Are you sentimental about the idea of having sketches on the album, or do you like kind of having the opportunity with YouTube to be like, here's our sketches, it's a thing we do that's separate from the music, and here's the music itself?
I think at least with an album, because like we treat all of our firsts like babies. So like, you know, you only get a first EP, you only get a first album, and you only get to do that once, if that makes sense. So like, I don't know if I'd want to skit on an album. I don't know. I'd feel like, because it would. It
depends. Like, I mean, it really depends on like, because there's great, you know, a skit can be really great and it ties into the, do you know what I mean, the narrative and the sound really well, or it's just like, just a skit because like a skit has to be on an album kind of thing. Like, I mean,
I would if I could do one with Viper Higgins. My goal in life is to do a skit with Viper Higgins.
I think part of the fun of like what you're doing is when you do it on your own with a group of friends, with a group of people, you're all kind of learning to do new things as you're going. So even like part of the fun is it's not like I'm doing this, is it being seen or heard by more people? As you're doing it, like particularly with like your videos and your sound quality and things like that, and your beats and the actual quality of the music you're making yourself, you can just keep getting better at it. You know, maybe like the old music might have had more to say or some shit like that, but you could get it more like technically competent.
100%.
I'd say that was a big step with what you're doing.
What you doing? Yeah. What you dimming your light down for? Hey. What you doing? Yeah. What you hiding your light for? Hey. What you doing? Yeah. What you dimming your light down for? Hey. What you doing?
There was a huge transition from, like, we got some great advice from Khaki Kid, which was just like, stop explaining everything in an Instagram post. Stop just posting a picture of yourself and your mates and then saying like, this is coming out this day, yada yada yada. Like, with what you're doing, at the very least, it's like we have a great music video ready for it. The song itself is amazing, and then we have skits to go along with it. Like, we're gonna have everything to go along with the video.
Sick to death of being told how to live, so mind your own damn business, down and sit in system, walking round half pissed with a joint on my lips, trying to find myself a problem just to snap and a flip. I said, hey, what you doing?
Skits and all that, like, do you mean that kind of graft outside of just the music, like, do you know what I mean? You know, it's just more engaging people, it's entertaining as well as the music.
But that's the thing, that's why everyone loves Snoop Dogg, is because he's not, like, realistically, you can't even just call him a rapper anymore. Because he does UFC commentary, he does NFL commentary,
Call of Duty, voiceover in Call of Duty. There's a stage for him in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. He had his own video game. What was it, like Way of a Dog or something like that? It was like a rhythm action game.
In films all the time, young cameos.
Yeah, like if it was anyone else, you'd say they were a sellout, because it's Snoop Dogg. You're just like, yeah, You know, just what he does.
My life now, buts and maybes. That's life, baby. Come and take a ride with the Mac, maybe. As a fucking late, I've been stressed, baby. People trying to see me dead, baby.
Do you try and like find the right balance between like socially conscious rap where you're like talking about things you care about, and then the other rap where you're just kind of like trying to have a laugh and like make like fun music essentially?
Definitely now consciously I am, because I don't know about you, but like, you know what I mean, I can kind of sound like a broken record sometimes, I feel, do you know what I mean? Because like I'll constantly be talking about like, you know, more social stuff, or like constantly be talking about like, you know, my problems or something, like, do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, definitely, like, do you know what I mean, finding a balance between, like, do you know what I mean, just making fun music, like, do you know what I mean, good, like.
But even again, like, what you're doing is sort of a balance of both.
Yeah, absolutely, like, I mean, because like,
it's conscious in the sense of like what you're doing is, not to go too deep into the song, but like it really is asking yourself, what are you doing? What, like, why do you choose to do this job that you're clearly not happy doing? When you could be out pursuing what it is you'd actually like to do, which that speaks to both of us. Like I don't mind my job, but I know I much prefer to do this. So
it's a job.
But like, there's people out there that they have that dream in the back of their head, and like, it's a realistic dream. Like, I'm not saying everyone wants to be a superstar, but like, someone wants to open up a physio clinic, but they're working in Tesco. You know what I mean? But they're putting all their energy into working in Tesco. It's like, what are you doing?
Get us now closer to our goals, so what will make us happy in life? You just really gotta ask yourself, what you doing?
Okay, you ready for the tough question?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a screenshot from the Irish hip hop Wikipedia page in 2021. James Shannon is a Dublin-based rapper, singer and producer. James's previous release includes the 2019 single Last Bus. He released his debut album The Night Before the Morning After on June 30th, 2020. Did you write this? Did you add yourself to the Irish hip hop Wikipedia page?
Comment.
Did you? Did one of your mates do this? It's here in black and white.
That was me. You're able to do it, like.
No, that's the thing. Literally, anybody can edit, but no, fucking, I know that for a fact because I tried to edit that page so many times because that was when I was doing the Reddit page as well, and I was trying to get like more people to listen to Irish rap and trying to like get things out there, and I was like, oh man. I want people to take Irish rap seriously, and the Wikipedia page is so embarrassing because it just didn't actually say anything about rap or like the scene itself or the history of it, and then just had a list of artists. But I used to do what you did all the time, where I would literally just update it to put in the name of an artist that I liked and their music and stuff like that, and put in like their releases. You wonder if it actually ever like helped at all, because you can check. Because you can't really check if somebody's gone from Wikipedia direct, because you can't link from your own stuff directly to Wikipedia. It has to be like a news article or something about what you've done, and then you can cite that.
What for, like, to get a Wikipedia page, is it, or like?
Yeah, to get a to add to a Wikipedia page. So basically, if you want to do like a Wikipedia page about Nike, you can't just link to the Nike website. It has to be like a Guardian article about like Nike. So whenever I was adding an Irish artist to Wikipedia, I always had to find, like, even if it was just District or like Sold Out had written something about them, I would like share that as the source, and then you could put that in. So it even has like a source for you. Are you sure you did it and it wasn't one of your mates?
Nah, I definitely did it. Listen, I was like young, alright? I was young and I was trying to
make it, man.
Trying to make it. I mean, like, well, I know. That confusing page, I have to say. Like,
coming into the winter now, we're gonna have like 4 or 5 gigs. There's gonna be a good few songs ready to go.
Tell us where they are. Tell us when they'll be. Where the 4 gigs go on. Alrighty then, superb. Okay, James Shannon, Noremac, thank you very much.
Thank you.
thank you very much, Andrew, for having us on.
And don't wrap us up just yet. Could you guys just do like an introduction to the camera in case you want to use it at the start? Because now that we've been talking for like 50 minutes, we're more animated. Could you guys just be like, hi, I'm James Shannon, I'm Noremac. You're watching our interview on Hot Air Balloon.
Yeah.